A company issued 5% 20-year bonds with a face amount of $80 million. The market yield of bonds of similar risk and maturity is 6%. Interest is paid semi-annually. At what price did the bond sell? Price of the bonds include present value of interest and present value of principal. Principal is the face amount of $80 million. Interest is paid semi-annually, therefore 20-year bonds has 40 periods. And when interests are paid, they are paid by 2.5% every 6 months. When we find present value of our cash flows of interest and principal, we should use 6% of annual rate. But careful, since the interests are paid semi-annually, we will have this 6%. So effective interest rate for 6 months is 3%. So here our period is 40, interest is 3%. Interests are the same amount every period repeatedly. Interest will be paid based on the face contract value. On the face of these bonds, it says, I will pay you 5% of interest every year, which means 2.5% every 6 months. So 2.5% multiplied by face value of the bonds. Every 6 months, the issuer will pay investors $2 million. Principal will be paid at the end of 20 years, so $80 million. The present value of all these 40 periods of interest of $2 million will be an annuity. So present value of annuity, we have PVAD and PVA. Which one should we use? PVA means present value of ordinary annuities. The first payment will appear 6 months later than the issuance date. Present value of annuity due means the first interest payment will be paid at the point when the company issues bonds. Interests of bonds are always paid later, so we will take present value of ordinary annuities to find the present value factor for interest. Effective interest rate, go back to the question, is 3% and then 40 period. So 3%, 40 period, we have a discounting factor of 23.11477. Multiplied by $2 million of interest. So present value of all these interest payments for 20 years and for 40 periods are $46,429,540. And the present value of principal will be present value of $1 because it is not repeatedly paid. Principal will only be paid once at the end of the bonds. Still, we take 40 periods and 3% of effective interest rate for 6 months to find discounting factor. 3%, 40 periods, 0.30656. And multiply by $80 million. So the present value of the principal is $24,524,800. And adding up the present value of interest and present value of principal, the price of the bonds are $70,754,440.